Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Retold. I'm your host, Legend Terry. Now, let's get started this week with the legend of Jason and the Argonauts, or why you really shouldn't piss off magical sorceresses. So, long ago, Jason's dad, King Aeson, was deposed by his brother Peleus for the king of Iacos. Jason managed to survive this. He is raised by Chiron the Centaur, aka Greek mythology's most infamous trainer of heroes, who's trained everyone from Heracles and Theseus to Jason here. And Chiron's like, oh, great, another hero kid. Look, just put him with the others, I'll get around to it. Jason grows up and learns all the heroic stuff like swordplay and archery and goes, look, I'm gonna go get my kingdom back. And Chiron's like, wait, what do you mean your kingdom? Do you mean your dad's kingdom? And Jason goes, I know what I said, horseman. So Jason goes off, and along the way, he comes across an old woman stuck trying to cross a raging river. Now, Jason's a selfish prick, as we will see later on, but he's not a complete dick. So he heroically lifts the old woman onto his back, strolls into the river, and carries her across, losing only his shoe to the raging waters. On the opposite shore, the old woman reveals she's Hera in disguise. Hera goes, okay, thanks so much. You've proven that you're a decent person. And Jason's like, yeah, decent person. And Hera goes, at the very least, you've proven your worth to me. I shall grant you my favor. As long as you don't do anything selfish or stupid, I will support you, and my magical powers will be at your beck and call. And Jason goes, alright, bet, thanks. Let me go get my kingdom back. So Peleus gets news of a man with one sandal coming to see him, and he freaks out because he goes, oh no, the prophecy that I heard many years ago, where an oracle told me, a man with one sandal will be the cause of your death, has come true. And one of his days is like, well, didn't deposing your brother create a whole bunch of people who would want you dead? Yeah, probably, but I figured that was a problem for future me. Curse you, past me. Curse you. So Peleus goes, all right, new plan. I'm going to invite this person. Oh, it's my nephew Jason? Oh, that's perfect. I'm going to invite Jason up to the palace, and I'm going to talk to him, and I'm going to get him to eliminate himself. So he invites Jason to the palace, and Peleus goes, Jason, I'm going to level with you. While you are the rightful ruler of the kingdom, you're all of what? 18? I'm 20. Yeah, see, that's my problem. Even you're still too young and unproven. How would you, if you were in my position, get someone in your position to prove themselves? I don't know. I'd probably send them after the Golden Fleece, that legendary artifact that all heroes covet. Ooh, perfect. Do that. For those of you who don't know, the Golden Fleece is the fleece of a ram that was created when Poseidon transformed himself into a ram and a princess named Theophane into an ewe, and proceeded to, how do I put this delicately, Zeus her. This produced one offspring, a golden ram named Chrysomalus. And then Zeus gave it wings and sent it to rescue a prince and a princess in danger, and then it was sacrificed to Zeus. Yeah, that was a whole event. But once it was sacrificed, they kept the fleece, and then the gods hid it away. But anyway, none of that's important. So what happens next is Jason goes, okay, yeah, I can find that. Let me just call every person I've ever met. And he calls up all of his hero friends from training with Chiron. So we have Theseus, fresh out of the underworld, and back to heroing. We have Heracles, Greek's greatest fighter. We have Atalanta, the most non-Amazonian warrior of all time, a woman literally raised by bears. We have the Gemini twins, Castor and Pollux, as well. So it's just this big team of really, really tough heroes. And they sail off, and then the first island they land on, they get into a fight with 6-armed giants. And Jason's like, oh no, super strong 6-armed giants. If only we had the greatest fighter in the world on our side. Hey, Heracles, can you come over here for a sec? And Heracles gets up, pulls his bow out, and headshots every single one of the giants except for the leader. And he just beats their leader to death with an oar. And Jason goes, yeah, that's why we brought him. But after they leave, they go to a new island. Heracles goes to rip a whole tree out of the ground to replace the one he just broke in a giant skull. But his boyfriend Hellas wanders off and gets kidnapped and or drowned by sea nymphs. Look, they're sea nymphs. Sometimes they drown people by mistake. It happens. All we can do is feel bad about it. But Heracles finds out and he's all sad and goes, "Well, my boyfriend's dead. I'm done with this little journey. I need to go mourn him." And Jason goes, "What do you mean you're done here? You're not done until I tell you can go. I'm your boss and I order you to stay." And Heracles looks at Jason and goes, "Jason, how do you propose to stop me?" Jason looks back at the rest of the crew and they're like, "Yep, you're on your own with that one, buddy." Heracles leaves and they continue their journey. Eventually they come to the kingdom of the evil king Amycus, which is kind of ironic. Kind of an ironic name, because his name sounds like amicable. But he challenges them to a boxing match, and Pollux proceeds to beat this man to death in front of his family and his whole kingdom. And Jason goes, "Wow, well, he's doing that. I'm just gonna take all this kingdom's riches," and just steals all the rich stuff, all the riches and goods from the kingdom while they're watching their king be beaten to death by the son of Zeus. Oh, it is not a good day for that kingdom. Anyway, so next they have to run off from that specific kingdom because they did just commit regicide, which is frowned upon. Then they meet the Harpies and the twins Zethus and Callias, who are the sons of the North Wind, chase them off, but they get lost on the way back, so those heroes are gone from the journey forever. Look, then they have a whole bunch more adventures, which usually ends with Jason stealing from people he shouldn't steal from, and them getting run out of kingdoms, because Jason just cannot think of anyone besides himself. But anyway, they finally get to where the Golden Fleece is. They meet Medea, who is a young sorceress, and King Aeetes. And King Aeetes is like, yo, y'all gotta go. All y'all want is my throne, my scepter, and my kingdom. And Jason's like, "Man, I don't want anything yours except the fleece and that fine ass are yours." "What was that?" "I said I'll do whatever it takes to get the golden fleece, even help you in enemy slaughter." "Oh, okay then." See, Aeetes is an untrustworthy prick, so he knows Jason's an untrustworthy prick. So he's like, "Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to test him. He's a hero. Heroes like that kind of testing thing. If he dies, he dies. If not, I tried." So he tells Jason, "You have to just do a few small things before you get the fleece. First, here's some fire-breathing oxen. Now plow this entire field." And Jason's like, "I'm gonna die." Medea's like, "Oh, no. Listen. I fell in love with you since the moment I saw you. As long as you swear to be true to me and only me, I will do whatever it takes to help you. I am most likely the most powerful witch on this planet. Anyone who's stronger than me is not mortal." And Jason goes, "Oh, alright, bet. Yeah, I swear my eternal love to you forever." Yeah, we all know he's lying, but let's pretend he's not. So Medea casts spells and charms on him to defeat all of her dad's challenges. Now the morning comes, and these massive fire-breathing oxen are so big and powerful that even the other heroes are like, "That's all you, Jace." But Jason goes, "Okay, yeah. Thanks to Medea, I'm fireproof now." So he just walks through the flames, muzzles them with his spear, and then yokes them. Then once they're all yoked up, he attaches the plows the field, sows the seeds Aeetes gives him, which actually turned out to be dragon teeth. And once the dragon teeth are sown into the field, it immediately sprouts an army of undead skeleton warriors. But Jason, following Medea's instructions, chucked a boulder into the missing army, and the army of undead skeleton warriors goes, "Hey, who threw that? Who hit me? Was it you? It was you. I'll kill you." And they kill each other, which leads Jason to only fight the giant dragon. And Medea immediately puts it to sleep with magic. So he just grabs the fleece and leaves. But King Aeetes is like, "Well, that didn't work. Time for murder." And the Argonauts are like, Nope. We're done here." They grab the fleece, they grab Jason, they grab Medea, they leave. Medea kidnaps her own brother, and murders him and chops his pieces up and sends them along the ocean so that the king would be forced to stop the pursuit and gather his pieces for a proper burial. Then she turns to the now terrified Jason and goes, "I'll do anything for you, my love." Which, so, listen, I've been talking about Greek mythology a long time, and if you know there's one thing the Greeks do not get down with, it's family murder. So Zeus is pissed. So he sends the bronze giant Talos, he sends Scylla and Chartibirus, and the clashing rocks against all the Argonauts. But Hera guides them through the danger, and finally, at last, after many adventures and many trials and tribulations, that most of which they brought on themselves, they get back, and Peleus goes, "Oh, Jason, you're not dead." "I'm not. Keeping my throne, Unc." "I'd love to, but no, get out my kingdom." So Peleus leaves, and Jason goes, "Hey, Medea, you got another brutal murder in you?" "Honey, I have all the brutal murders in me." So they kill Peleus by tricking his daughters into hacking him into pieces and dumping him into a pot of boiling oil to restore his youth, but never give the second part of the spell to restore his youth. So he's just chopped pieces of man meat in boiling oil. But this does not endear them to the kingdom and gets them kicked out again. Years pass, and Jason decides, "Hey, I'm Jason of the Argonauts. I deserve to be a prince. So I'm going to leave my super powerful sorceress wife and cheat on her with a princess so that I can become a king." He should not have done this. This pisses off Hera, the goddess of marriage, but it does not piss her off as much as it pisses off Medea. So on Jason's wedding day to the princess, Medea shows up to the palace, sets Jason's bride and her dad on fire, kills her and Jason's children together, sets the palace on fire, and leaves in a chariot pulled by dragons. Which, man, that is thorough, isn't it? Even Hera goes, "Well, that's more than even I can do," and sells for killing Jason in his sleep as he sleeps, homeless and broken, under his ship, the Argo. And yeah, that's how Jason dies. Homeless, broken, unloved, under the rotting ship of his former glory. Let that be a lesson to you. Do not piss off witches, kids. Later days. Oh, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, my new book is still out on Amazon. Check the links below. Later days.